Yes, I'm one of the members who have crossed from Forum for Democratic Party to People's Front for Freedom, PFF. And our slogan is all for freedom, freedom for all. Meaning that Ugandans, majorly, most of us, we are under incarceration. Just as you can see that Dr.Kizza Besigye is in prison right now today under political prosecution. You have seen severally how he has been brought to court with no proofs of all the amnesties which are being alleged unto him. And finally, after passing the UPDF amendment bill, now an act of parliament, you see now guns, cases of treason being charged against him. So implying that if we don't raise up today as Ugandans, if we don't raise up today as forces of change to speak against such kind of political prosecution, it means we are all doomed to be in prisons, to be in police custodies, to be charged of cases which we don't know about. So as a member of parliament from Hoima City, I still want to confirm to my people of Hoima City that I'm going to contest on the ticket of People's Front for Freedom, and I call upon members of the public to come and who feel they can, who want to come and join this political party, so that you come and pick the expression of interest forms. They are available at our offices in Hoima City, but they're also available at our head offices, and we are going to avail them through our regional offices, our district offices, and constituency offices countrywide. So come and join the People's Front for Freedom, so that we can speak one voice of change, the change that Ugandans desire, the change that we have always desired, and the change which brings up a united voice against political incarceration, political prosecution, and also, of course, the voice which speaks volume against violation of people's rights, of freedom of expression. You very well know that we are in a multi-party dispensation where different individuals have to associate themselves with the different political parties that they would want to, that they feel comfortable with. So coming out to be in opposition, and you find someone who doesn't have the same beliefs that as you do, politically prosecuting you, bringing allegations of amnesties, firearms that you have never possessed. You have seen several politicians on the opposition side who have been allegedly having firearms, and when courts proceed, then all of a sudden these firearms disappear. And now that Dr. Kizza Besigye is in prison, as we head into the 2026 general election, we want to have a free and fair election. But that free and fair election can only can only be exercised when a number of opposition politicians who have different political beliefs, not like the ones for our colleagues who are in the National Resistance Movement Party, are also respected. It's the right of Dr. Kizza Besigye, it's the right of any Ugandan to express their interests, to express their political interests without being politically prosecuted. It's true, Dr. Kizza Besigye today is in prison. We still stand with him. As members of forces of change who understood his objectives, who understood the reason why we really need to be a united forces of change, speaking one voice. Of course, a number of my people are asking why PFF and not FDC. Of course, in Forum for Democratic Party, we had beliefs, we had principles, we had values that we were associating ourselves to. One of the principles was the principle of democracy, the principle of freedom of expression, transparency, accountability, and others. And the main reason why we really joined that Forum for Democratic Party was because we wanted change. The change that Ugandans have always yearned to. The change of seeing things changing, the hospitals, things, institutions staying in the government schools, service delivery in all government institutions, and also standing in with the taxpayer. You see, you pay taxes, but at the end of it all, you get a service. So in a situation where things are changing for the worst, you have seen several taxes increasing every other day on the taxpayer. And when it comes to service delivery, we are all crying. The NRMs are crying, the opposition are crying. So meaning that the change that Uganda desire is not the change of political parties, it's not the change of the different religious differences that we associate, we affiliate to, our social differences that we associate to, but the change of seeing a service be delivered to a common man, be delivered to a common woman back in our home community that we come from. The president having assented to this bill, the EPDF Amendment Bill 2025, signifies that he no longer believes in the Constitution. He no longer believes in the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda. We very well know that under Article 92 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, that Parliament we shall not pass laws retrospectively. And it was very clear from day one, even before this bill was brought before Parliament, that the Supreme Court had ruled that the civilians will not be charged in court martial. So the president assenting to this bill now confirms that it's no longer news that now the Constitution is no longer, it is under
Sweet.
It has been taken over by the state, by an individual, a president who thinks that whatever he wants. Yes, I'm one of the members who have crossed from Forum for Democratic Party to People's Front for Freedom, PFF, and our slogan is all for freedom, freedom for all, meaning that Ugandans, majorly, most of us, we are under incarceration. Just as you can see that Dr. Kizza Besigye is in prison right now today under political prosecution. You have seen severally how he has been brought to court with no proofs of all the amnesties which are being alleged unto him. And finally, after passing the UPDF Amendment Bill, now an act of Parliament, you see now guns, cases of treason being charged against him. So implying that if we don't raise up today as Ugandans, if we don't raise up today as forces of change to speak against such kind of political prosecution, it means we are all doomed to be in prisons, to be in police custodies, to be charged of cases